Time to level up. The Rip Curl WSL Finals right around the corner. Welcome back to the Surf City El Salvador Pro. In the lineup now for round of 16, Heat 1. We're going to switch over.
You look at number 2 in the ranks right now. J.Chianca is taking the inside position by very far. And I think this is smart. Get a quick start, get something on the board, Chris, and it seems like he's going to be catching that wave right now.
You know what? Let's do this. J.Chianca up and at it early on in this heat. 27-17 on the clock. Nice high-speed turn. This guy is definitely one of the fastest surfers on the championship tour. And numbers would tell you he's the underdog in this heat, but surfing like that, he's looking like the alpha in the lineup.
Yeah, he is. We're looking at the opening wave of Joao. Straight up into the lip there for 2 snaps. Kind of gets a little bit caught up on that bottom turn there.
Now he's going to have a front row seat to the Ian Gentil show. We're loving what Gentil gave us yesterday in the form of some beautiful extended turns. And he's looking like he's right back in the form we left him with yesterday afternoon. What an incredibly perfect wave for Ian Gentil. Super fast, so he didn't have a lot of face to work with to give us one of those extended roundhouses, but what he did provide was a high-speed, high line from the jump all the way to the inside section.
Unstuck on the last maneuver, but this wave of Ian's as an opener, I really liked it. Looking very casual at the beginning there. Nice timing on that first turn, sending a lot of spray into the sky. Up there for the second one. Floats that third section straight back up into the lip for the fourth one. Carving through the top, and just a series of really, I'd say, well-placed turns.
Well, for how the wave was,
Yeah.
he surfed it as good as he could have. I mean, he was going so fast down the line. It was a quick wave, too. And you don't normally see this with this high of a tide, either. It was really one of those rare waves, a rogue one that just went down the line the whole time. But his timing was on point. He met every section with the right amount of speed. He was very precise with the way he approached a lot of these sections. And most importantly, he was able to get a finish. So I would have said that J.Chianca's wave.
You know, I think this is a great heat on analyzing surfboards and watching what the surfboard does on the wave, because, you know, his body moves slower, but Joao's moves faster, but the body. But watch the surfboard. So Joao up and riding now. Big snap into that lip, flying over the corner, off the bottom, slams into the corner. Beautiful drop wallet. A lot of power, a lot of speed, a lot of flow coming through this. Looks like the board's flowing through, cutting through on the bottom. Bang, right through the lip again. Take it away, guys. This is looking good through the inside.
J.Chianca has a voracious appetite as he's flying down the line, leaving no stone unturned on that wave. Every opportunity that he had to flare up, he took. It's pretty much all there for the judges. He couldn't have done much more on that wave, Felicity.
No, he surfed this so well. Floated to start, snapping straight up in the pocket there. Bringing it around for a carve for the third maneuver, so nice variety already. A bit of a smaller section here on the inside, but he manages to tag it another few times. Beautiful wrap and carve there. And yeah, gets this finish quite late to hit this section, but he just nails it.
You said voracious, Chris. I mean, we could be looking at something that's cooking underneath his feet right now. That board looks magical, very precise and quick. We should get him a spot on Top Chef and see how he does in there, because it's looking like a knife through hot butter myself, you know. It looked very good on this one in comparison to the last wave that he took. And he said, Felicity, a little late to the party, but I actually think it even bettered the score a little bit more, in my opinion. You know, it looked a little bit more exciting, and it put the exclamation point right at the end of that wave. Good stuff.
Rip on his surfboard, make it look really nice, and hopefully get himself on the biggest, best set waves of this heat. As you see now, this is J.Chianca going for it, a little overzealous there, and I think that could be a word that describes his surfing. He does have the tendency sometimes to just push it over the line, which he did right there. I don't think that was a waste of an opportunity. It was a small wave. This kid is back on the escalator. J.Chianca again whips on an insider. It runs away from him. That leaves. Here we go. Prepare yourselves for beautiful surfing from Ian Gentil. Quick snap there to start. Flying around this section. Here's some open face for Gentil to work with. Just cut that first turn short. Big extended floater.
That was cool.
That was radical. Into another quick snap. Follows through. Can he get the completion and the finish? As hard as you can for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. and see what that feels like. Now let's get to the action. This was Ian Gentil's last wave. This was so perfectly surfed.
Gorgeous stuff from Ian Gentil. Really like this down the line floater, even double pumps when he's on top of it as well. Great use of the rail right there, and a very smart finish. Made sure that he rode out of it cleanly, and he did so. And excellent use of priority as well. I mean, he's going to get a good score out of this, Chris. But, you know, a lot of people hate on floaters. I personally really like them, and especially when they're used in a transitional way, too. That was a 2-for-1. It was transitional, and it was also a maneuver of high degree of difficulty. Look at the pump that he has right there.
I was just going to say, do not underestimate the power of a great floater. And that right there was about as good as a floater as you could do. And historically speaking, floaters right behind him. Joao again on his 6th wave surfed already. Now he's flying into his turns with reckless abandon as he comes around this inside section. His wave trying to run away from him. He gets the lip launch and slips off, goes down.
That's what happens when you catch too many waves this early on. You can notice a moment there after that one carve, he almost had to double pump and kind of reset.
How difficult they are to make look good and how dangerous they can be when you're flying out into the flats. The score comes through for Gentil, a 7.5. Did J.Chianca match that number?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You can see already his wave looking a lot different to Ian, sorry. He's got a bit of foam on the face at the start there, so not a clean, open face, but goes to the air on that end section and falls.
Hanging out in Surf City. Will it be Ian Gentil, your current leader, or will it be J.Chianca? He has to give way to Ian Gentil with priority. Ian on another nice-looking wave. Quick snapping turn there. And again, this tall surfer that uses every part of his body to amazing effect. His first mistake, but I love that he was trying to throw some water around. Here goes Joao. His first couple of waves, may be guilty of just trying a little too hard.
You know, the game begun before they even entered the lineup. And in Ian's post-heat interview, we'll get back to that point. We've got live action right now.
Here we go. We'll see if J.Chianca can make the needed corrections. So far, so good on this wave. 2 big turns. He's going so fast down the line. Already into his 4th maneuver. Straight back into it. So J.Chianca answering back with authority there. That was lightning fast. I mean, you could hear the whip cracking with every turn he did. So 325. J.Chianca needing a 750. Doesn't look like it's affecting the energy level of J.Chianca, though.
Not on this wave, that's for sure. Great combination at the beginning. Really like the use of that floater right there, just gaining speed down the line. That aggressive layback. And then somehow was able to fit that turn in as well. Really dynamic finish. And just an explosive layback right here. He lays it fully on. And then somehow able to garner enough speed and make it back up into the lip line for one more. Especially when you go turn to turn and bottom turn for bottom turn. That was impressive stuff right there at the end. Just don't see it being the score based on the 7s that we've seen in this heat so far, Chris.
Nice smooth bottom turn. Quick line on the lip. Off the bottom, another one off the top. So it looks like he's regained his composure, got his breath back. He's coming around the corner, big sweep into the corner right there. Let's see if he can get going on this open face and find some rhythm. Big front side, oop. Oh, beautiful work right there, trying to ride out of that.
He was on his way to another solid score. Goes down on the finishing maneuver there. On his last wave. We'll see what went wrong here at the end. But before that, let's look at everything that went right for Gentil.
Yeah, I love this drone angle. It's so good, especially on this point break. But yeah, series of nice maneuvers again, just looking so smooth and in control. And goes for the air there on that last maneuver, but I thought he stuck it, but yeah, just something went funny on the end there. Yeah, that board just looking so nice underneath his feet, that Biolis. Goes for the air here at the end, and yeah, that nose just getting a little bit stuck up in the lip. He gets caught up on top there. Almost rides out in front. And just a bit kamikaze by the lip there.
Kind of a disappointing performance by, how much experience he has at that spot. But a huge win for him. It's going to be his best result so far this season. An equal 5th at least guaranteed. But beating out the number 2 in the world. Big things coming for the Hawaiian surfer Ian Gentil, Chris.
Well, it was a solid effort from J.Chianca, electrifying surfing as always, but that right there would have to be considered an upset. Ian Gentil gets the win over the hard-charging Chianca.